What's going on, my fellow Phoenix Feathers? This is Enzo, the Black Phoenix, coming at you today. I just wanted to say what's up. It's been a minute since my last video, but today I was just feeling good and wanted to put something out there and, spread the joy around, because that's what we all should be looking, to do on a daily basis, is to inspire our fellow man and spread a little bit of happiness in this dark world that we live in. So just wanted to let you know that you are incredible. You are amazing. You have many abilities, many gifts, many talents that you may not know about, that you may not have explored yet in your life. Like myself, I used to love singing, and I used to love being active and going out and being around people. And I noticed as I got older, a lot of that went away. I now sing to myself only and I don't really get out too much, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to change that and better myself. And so I want to tell you that you can better yourself at any given moment. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. You don't have to wait till next year. You don't have to make a New Year's resolution. You don't have to plan for this. Life changes every single day. Every day the sun rises and sets is a new day, and that's a new day for you to do something different, and a new day for you to be a new you, an incredible you, a better version of you than you were yesterday. Even if that means doing something as small as picking up a piece of garbage off of the floor and throwing it away. That's something you didn't do yesterday. That is something that will only better you as a person, and it'll make the world a little bit of a better place for everyone else. That is a good thing. A lot of times nowadays we take the little things for granted. We think because it's small, or because no one's going to notice, or because we won't get any type of notoriety out of it, that it's not worth it, or that it's not worth putting our effort into because we won't be recognized. And it's not about rewards, it's not about risk. It's always about what will make you a better person from yesterday, what will make you stand out from the person you're standing next to. And that's your individuality, that's your goodness as a person. That's the things that you have done for yourself and others that you weren't thanked for, that nobody asked you to do, that some people won't even remember, and that one day they'll just be having a good old time and something will happen and just remind them of that one good thing that you did, or multiple good things that you did for them. And they may reach out to you and say thank you, or they may thank you in a different way that might better you while bettering themselves. So it's a beautiful cycle of give and growth. When you give something, you grow as a person, and when you teach others to give, it helps them grow as individuals, as well as just being a better person to yourself and fellow man. Because at the end of the day, when we go outside, when we go to public functions, when we go to hang out with friends, the last thing we want to do is be surrounded by negativity or be surrounded by fear, because the most recent events that have been going on around the United States, even around the world, just with everything. We want to go outside and we want to feel that we are safe just as much as we were inside. And you want to love on people outside. You want to love on strangers outside of your comfort zone, outside of your inner circle, because you never know how you can influence somebody or how you can learn from somebody. It's not always so much about what you can give, it's about what you can learn from others and take from them. Because if they're willing to put it out there and you're willing to accept it, that's only going to go work towards your good, and it's only going to make you better at the end of the day. So today we're outside because I wanted to get out of the house. I needed to get some fresh air, and I was just driving around, and I really didn't know what to do, and I really didn't know what to talk about. And I rolled up on this beautiful park I always come to when I need to clear my head, and when I just kind of need to let my mind wander off. I don't have to think about responsibilities and work and money and all that day-to-day stuff. I can kind of just come out, and people are coming and going. Everyone's in a good mood. People out here playing soccer and hanging out with their friends and family, and that's the kind of environment we should always be surrounded with, is love and happiness. And granted, yes, times don't always go the right way, and things don't always work out the way we want them to, but no matter what, you can always find the good in everything. It's not always easy, and we're not always willing to look for the good, because the bad is so easy to accept and just so easy to go with, because it's the norm. It's what's been going on, and that's kind of just what we do. But we need to never forget that even in the worst situations, there there can be happiness found, that in the darkest tunnel, that there is light at the end of that tunnel. Forget the end of the tunnel. The light is with you. You are the light. You don't even have to wait to get to the end of the tunnel. Just brighten your light and be a beacon of hope for somebody else. And then that person will become a beacon of hope for somebody else. And it'll be a perfect stranger. You will not always know who you're helping or who you are affecting with your words or your kindness or your actions. Anything you do, if it's to better yourself, somebody will pay attention to that, and somebody will try to apply that to themselves, or they will see that and they will adapt it so that it works toward their benefit. So, you know, at the end of the day, don't forget that you are who you are, but you're also a good person. Everybody is born naturally good. You have to be taught to hate. You have to be taught to dislike others, because new things are interesting. New things are fun. Things that are out of the ordinary make us curious, and they make us want to learn. It's a natural, inherent ability just of humans. We're curious, and sometimes our environment affects us in a negative manner to where that curiosity can be shunned or looked down upon, or not wanted because of whatever reason. But who cares? If you're curious and that's what's going to make you a better person, and that's what's going to help you live from one day to the next, it's going to help you look forward to the sun rising tomorrow, even though the times are bleak, then go ahead and do it. Ask questions. Look for something to do. Ask people what they do to better themselves. Always be looking to learn and grow and expand your knowledge and broaden your horizons, because you never know who you're going to encounter, and you never know how your encounters can affect somebody else. I could talk myself in circles for hours because I just love positivity and I love being able to affect other people. You know, it's not always about instant gratification or being rewarded for doing something good for somebody. It's just, sometimes you could just reward yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Tell yourself you did a good job. You know, I don't have the specific URL, but I read somewhere that doing something good for a perfect stranger will make you feel happier longer than doing something self-fulfilling. Because when you do something for yourself, while it may give you a sense of gratification, that thing will eventually become old to you. So whether it's a new car, new shoes, new shirt, you know, whether you just bought a new pool for your backyard, eventually you're going to get bored of it. And because it's only for you and it's not necessarily affecting others per se, you know, for the betterment anyway, it loses its charm. You know, the shine wears off after a while. But if you do something good for somebody else, and you don't know how much hope or how much faith you've given that person, or how much, you know, will you help them gather to just strive forward to the next day, that is an amazing gift to give to somebody, and that's invaluable. You can't put a price tag on good people. You can't put a price tag on loving people and helping people get through their own dark times, and, you know, make it down to the end of their tunnels, or what they think is the end of the tunnel, to the light. Because you know, no matter what, the longer you live, the more you grow, you realize that it's not really a tunnel. It's you having tunnel vision. And so when your vision starts to gain some clarity, that's when the light is able to shine in. When your vision is blurred and skewed, all you see is blurs and shadows, and everything can just look like this dark, menacing tube of doubt and hatred and remorse and depression. But when you trust, when you persevere, when you force yourself, and yes, sometimes you have to force yourself to be a good person, but when you do that, the light in you becomes brighter, and you become your own beacon of hope. You become somebody else's power source, I guess you could say, because when you're tapped into the ultimate power source, you never run out of energy. So it's just a matter of how far can you spread your energy to others while still remaining connected to the source. So I'm just here today to tell you, love on yourself, love on others, love this world that we live in. It's weird and it's crazy and it's strange and it's dark, and we don't know what's going on one day to the next, but we got to have hope, y'all. We got to have faith. We got to stay strong. We got to persevere and endure through the dark times, because once the dark passes, it is nothing but light and love and paradise. So keep the hope, keep the faith, my fellow Phoenix Feathers. I will see y'all next time.